Indecisive Podcast. Today we have a guest, and we would like to introduce to you today. Goes by President Gucci.
How you doing, bro?
Good. How you doing?
Chilling.
So come on. So tell us a bit about you, man.
Bro, what do you want to know, lad? Like,
Bro,
tell you whatever you want to know.
Well, I always see you like on social media, bro. You just it's all lit. Vibing, parties. How's that, man?
Yeah, but I'm a party guy. I organize events. So I'm always like around those type of environments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always around different studios, different clubs, different venues.
Yeah.
Just interacting with different people.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's more like what I do, bro. You know?
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
How do you go about organizing and all that kind of stuff?
Well, the process, bro, is like, it's pretty simple, but it's not simple at the same time.
Yeah.
So it'll just be like, if I want to organize an event, it'll be a thing of hitting up the place that I want to do it at.
Yeah.
And plan it in a location where I know people will go.
Yeah.
And enough capacity to fit everyone.
Yeah.
You know? And then you just have to kind of go with the terms and conditions, whatever the venue has in place.
Yeah.
You know? And then promote the event. And then hopefully people will come and behave when they get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Is it always like the same event, like just different location?
Yeah, so like I do Afrojamz
Yeah.
and No Limits.
Oh, you do No Limit also?
Yeah,
Nice.
No Limits. So No Limits more like hip hoppy, jumpy,
Yeah.
like type of thing. And then Afrojamz is like Afro beats, more grown people,
Yeah.
more like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ah, that's nice. Like, is it stressful? People think, like, usually when you tell people that, you're an event planner, you think like everything's nice, you just do it the way you want it to do. Like, is it stressful or like just easy? You know what I mean?
It's big stress, but it's not easy at all.
Yeah.
You know? All like I said, it sounds easy, but it's hard, you know?
Yeah.
Because like there's a lot of moving parts behind the scenes that people don't see. You know, just even like reaching out to the place, it's like there's so many things involved. Because they check this, they check that.
Yeah.
Is this place capable of this? Are the people running the place? Are they properly? You know, do they have proper staff? Is the equipment good? All those type of things. Just like that's just like the first step.
Yeah.
And then the other step is promoting the event.
Yeah.
So it's trying to fill it up. How can I get 500 people to rock up that day?
Yeah.
You know, what am I gonna do to sell the event?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
And then when the people get there, you gotta be like, okay, well, how do I make sure the DJ is playing the best music so they can enjoy themselves and make sure everything runs smooth?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it's stress. There's a lot of stress that goes behind it that people don't see.
Nah, it's pretty sick, bro. To be honest, like, I don't know, just the way you put it, it makes it like, it's a big job. It's not an easy task.
Yeah, it's big job, bro.
So when someone tells you that, it just sounds fun, you know?
Yeah. When someone says, "Oh, I'm an event planner," you look at this guy and be like, "Bruh, that's the easiest shit."
Yeah.
But little do people know, there's actually like levels to that shit.
Yeah, but and the more you climb up that ladder, is the more complicated it gets, you know, because you got to deal with different things and solve different problems and that.
Yeah.
So
if anything goes wrong, does it come back to you?
Yeah, but because it's your branding, you know.
Yeah.
So like, let's say if you spill a drink on his shoe or something, and he starts to get angry and something happens, you know, that falls back on the event. You get me?
Yeah.
Because it's your crowd, you brought them there, so.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Wait, so you're also in charge of the people that you invite? So if they...
Yeah, they're representing your brand.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's like if he's a venue owner, right?
Yeah.
And I organize an event with his club.
Yeah.
And I bring you guys, you know.
Yeah.
He doesn't know who's what.
Yeah.
He just like Afrojamz came here.
Yeah.
They had an event. Either it was good or it was the other way around, you know.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about who you are.
Yeah.
He just looks at the brand that's doing the event there.
Yeah.
You get me? So in a sense, like you are responsible for the people.
Yeah.
In a way,
because
they're representing your thing.
Yeah, it makes sense if you put it that way. Like,
Yeah.
Have you ever been in that type of situation where like something went wrong and you had to like step in?
Yeah, but you get it's more managing and preventing before it happens, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, how can we like put things in place that everyone has fun and don't think of other things, you know?
Yeah.
So nice music, girls everywhere, etc. You know,
Yeah.
good lighting, you know, good DJs.
Yeah.
you know, making sure everyone the mood is set correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's a few incidents here and there, like
Yeah.
push and shove, you know.
Yeah.
But then you kind of intervene, making sure, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everything
But
is
there's
all good.
security is there, right?
Yeah, the securities for sure.
Have they ever called like a police for something when going wrong?
At some instance, you know,
Yeah.
but it's like not really a big deal, you know.
Yeah.
So like, let's say if the streets like overcrowded or something,
Yeah.
and there's only like 2 sekis and there's like 600, 500 people,
Yeah.
then depending how good them sekis are, either they can handle it or they're gonna need some like sort of
Yeah.
assistance with police, etc. Yeah.
Nah, bro.
How'd you get into those? The event planner.
Bruh, I just found myself in it, like I don't even know. Like
It's not something that you plan. You just went.
It
came
just-
across it.
I just found myself in it. I've been doing it for a while, so it's something that I do full time now.
Yeah.
Trying to grow it to a bigger level,
Yeah.
you know, go on different stages. Like I told you, I just came back from Canberra,
Yeah.
just scaling that out.
How was that?
You know, it was good, but good crowd. Just the weather's cold. It's freezing.
Winter, yeah.
Yeah.
Niggas can't handle cold, yeah.
Nah, bro. You gotta go double jacket and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
What's the best place you can host? Or like you can say state or at least.
The best state you can host an event,
Yeah.
or I've been to.
Yeah, you've been to like.
I guess because I've been in Sydney like the whole time.
Yeah.
Because I'm from Sydney. Like trying Brisbane for the first time was a good experience, you know.
Yeah.
Because I never been there, and going there and it was like a sold out crowd.
Yeah. Nah,
It was like a
achievement.
yeah, but it was a sold out event.
Yeah.
Good vibes, not one trouble at all.
Yeah.
You know, everyone had fun, and just like stamped it. You know.
Yeah.
So I guess the new experience of it was mad. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't moved around heaps yet to like, okay, that's my favorite place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've mainly been in Sydney.
Yeah. So your goal is to expand.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, that's good, bro. Keep it up.
100%, bro.
What state you hitting next? Do you have any state in mind? That you wanna
Adelaide,
yeah.
got Adelaide coming up,
Yeah.
and then Perth, and then Melbourne, and then back to Brisbane again.
Oh.
Yeah, bro.
Perth dead.
Nah.
We're gonna bring it back to life, bro. Hey, that's the vibes, you know.
Yeah.
You're gonna jumpstart their nightlife out there, you know.
Yeah.
So
How about like Western Australia?
yeah, bro. So just trying to see what that market is like.
Oh yeah, no money.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, bro. That's what's coming up for Afrojamz, and just trying to run it up. You
Yeah.
know? Run it up.
Yeah. Nah, that's sick.
That's cool, man.
What's
Yeah,
your
bro.
background?
Sudanese, bro. Sudanese. They were
How'd
telling
you
me they're from Sudan as well.
Yeah.
Are you from there?
Yeah, I'm from Sudan as well.
Okay. Nice, bro.
I figured.
Yeah.
I mean, not that because he's dark skin. He does look Sudanese. If you,
Yeah, bro.
we don't look alike, but you can just tell from far if a person's Sudanese or not.
Yeah, for sure. I guess when you're from that country, you kind of like
Yeah,
you can tell.
Yeah,
you know
you
what I
can
mean?
tell. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like-
Like my uncle, like we could tell any African
yeah,
where they're from in Africa.
yeah.
Yeah,
Me personally, I can only tell some Sudanese. You know?
yeah.
But usually, nah. But my uncle could just look at it. Oh, this guy's from here.
Like usually Sudanese people you can distinguish, but if you go into like the the Somalian, Ethiopian, they're kind of hard to distinguish because they're like a bit light skinned and stuff.
Yeah, and they all kind of look very similar.
Yeah.
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 I thought you boys were West African, bro.
Nah.
Nah. Do you like it? Do you look like
A little bit. It's just the language that I picked up, the Arabic kind of
it? Yeah.
slang in the
Yeah.
voice. I was like, okay, these niggas might be from North Sudan or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys don't speak Arabic, nah. Over there.
Nah. So I grew up in Uganda.
No
Oh,
way.
yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I have no Arabic in me at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Do you speak their language?
I forgot everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What year did you come here?
Coming when you're young?
I came here 08.
Oh, yeah.
hey.
That's
Oh, hey.
Oh.
08 I came here. And yeah, but I just forgot the whole language they had.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
You haven't gone back since?
Nah.
You don't plan to?
Maybe in the future, but not now.
Nah, fair enough.
Trying to sell these events out first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
bro.
See what happens.
For sure.
Yeah. Anyway, going back to the topic, who's the most famous person you met at those events?
Most famous person.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's been because like like I said, I'm around like heaps of events.
Yeah.
So I met like people like Kiss Daniel,
Yeah.
like other artists from like the US and that, you know, like
Yeah.
just big names and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a few, but it's
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Nah,
That's
definitely, man.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
later, the more of them will come, to your events and shit.
for sure, bro.
Yeah, that's
That's the goal, bro. That's the goal, you know.
to expand not just in Australia but out of Australia as well.
Out of Australia, bringing big international artists to Australia
That's
for it, you know.
Yeah,
All of that.
yeah.
That's all in the. It's just a matter of climbing that ladder, you know,
Yeah,
growing that
matter of
out.
being patient.
Mm,
You know.
for sure, bro.
That's interesting, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bro.
Well, tell us what's one thing that people like misunderstand about you?
Misunderstand.
Yes.
I guess, bro. Given like what I do in that, you know,
Yeah.
after a while you get annoyed by people because you're dealing with people all the time, you know.
Yeah.
And like, let's say if you're running an event, right?
Yeah.
You're dealing with like 40 things at once, you know, and then someone rocks up on some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Can we swear in here?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know,
Yeah.
you're more like more snappy type of thing, you know,
Yeah.
because you got all these other things going on. You don't want to deal with some ridiculous
So,
question or something,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So I guess I don't know. People say rude or something,
Yeah.
you know, but that's what that stems from.
Yeah.
But that just goes like when you're stressful, like you want to do something to succeed.
Yeah,
You
but
just don't want small things to get in your way. You know. What I
yeah,
mean?
but small things, small talk, stupid people come drunk, you know.
Yeah.
Nah, that's totally understandable. Like,
Yeah,
that's the
but-
last thing you need, you know?
That's the last thing you want, but when you got all this responsibility, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the last thing that you want.
Like that's how I feel like when I'm editing like an episode of us, and my brother comes trying to speak to me,
Yeah,
I'm just
but-
totally focused it, and then I'm like, what do you want? And then
Yeah,
relax,
like that.
relax. I'm like, yeah, just okay, hurry up, let me know. And then kind of, I know where you're coming from though.
Yeah, it's the perspective, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we went to an event like 2 weeks ago, me and the boys, yeah? And then, but we went after lockout,
Yeah.
you know? And then the guys are like, oh, the manager is being a gronk, you know?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to let niggas in.
Yeah.
But then me being an event organizer, I understand where he's coming from,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like to the guys like, nah, but he's not. He's just doing what he's
What he's
doing,
supposed to be
what he's
doing, yeah.
supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like, looking at it like that, it's like, okay, well, people can like misinterpret it the wrong way
Yeah.
and call this guy a grunk or annoying or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's just doing, he's
He's
just following the rules that
Yeah.
that are in place for the venue, you know,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah.
Like, people miss out to see like other people's perspective. You know?
Yeah, but
Yeah, as long as if they're not happy or they didn't get what they want, they just
that's the thing.
Yeah.
But they go off emotion,
Yeah.
just like you said. If they're not happy, you know,
Yeah.
it's all about where they're coming from.
Yeah.
They don't like ask themselves a question of, okay, well, how is this guy functioning? What does he have to do? You know,
Yeah.
what is he dealing with
yeah.
for him to be that certain way?
Yeah.
You know?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's just the society now. Everyone's just going with the emotions. No one's trying to think logically.
Yeah.
It's just about how they feel.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. People
Yeah.
don't think twice. It's just like if they get what they want, that's all that matters, you know? Yeah.
yeah, but it just you gotta think and then ask yourself questions
Yeah.
Yeah.
to come up with the final decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
It's not all about yourself.
yeah, but
Yeah.
you gotta think.
So like doing all these stuff, like it'd be stressful, like annoying. Like what motivates you or like what inspires you, like just to keep going?
I guess, but like just seeing the vision of what it can go to,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and being in it for a while, I could see where it could go to, you know.
Yeah.
And I've been around enough people that started to like go to those levels and seeing where they start from, you know.
Yeah.
Like I got a mate, his name is Gabe. He runs an event called Wavyland, right?
Yeah.
Like I seen him started from 150 capacity, you know.
Yeah.
And yesterday, bro, he just done like a 5th year anniversary at like Metro Theatre, which is 1,200 capacity,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. That's crazy.
with like 5 artists from overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So seeing that is like, well, that's where that,
Motivation,
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And him being in the same field that I am, you know,
Yeah.
you just see different things, people running festivals, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But yeah, but other than that, bro, it's just a matter of like knowing where like I wanted to go,
Yeah.
you know, the big vision of it,
Yeah.
and just like just trying to run it up, bro.
Do you think you ever give up on this?
Nah, not really, bro.
Not anytime soon?
Nah, no chance.
Nah, that's good.
It's good, eh?
No chance, bro.
Too good to be true, yeah?
No
It's
chance,
like,
bro.
it's an opportunity gifted to you.
It's an opportunity, bro. Just knowing that you can custom whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can custom, like, your life, you know? Like, I don't know. What do you boys do?
I started teaching.
You study teaching?
I just work warehouse.
You work warehouse?
Yeah.
I used to do that, bro, but I quit, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like, no chance I'm working for these guys. They sack me anytime, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
They send you a shift, like, okay, Monday, and then you wait for Monday, they might cancel you, you know? I'm like, bro, my life is in control. It's in their hands. They're in control of it, you know? Why not roll the dice and try to build something on myself, you know? At least I could, like, grind it out, you know, knowing that I'm in charge. If I don't make it, it's my fault. If I make it, then it was my doing, you know?
Like that's how I feel like, to be honest. That's why, like, none of, like, the jobs that I've worked, if I got an opportunity of being permanent, I've never took that chance. I just left it because I want, like, you know, for example, the moments that you get cancelled, or, like, you know, the days that, you know, you just gotta go because you need the money or something like that, it kind of, like, motivates me. It's like, you know what, I need to do something better than this. You know what I mean? So, like,
so that's where I was at, but, you know, I was doing warehouse for like 2 years, but you know, packing boxes, stupid, you know what I mean? That's your head in, but you know, bro, I was like, I'm out, bro, you know. One day I'm like, bro, I'm gone. Never went back since, bro. Straight up.
One of the things about jobs, what I find stupid is, like, example, if there's no work and then, like, the manager's like, oh, pretend like you're doing something.
Oh, that I can't stand. Like, when I used to be a casual and stuff, they used to tell me, I'll pick up a broom and pretend that you're cleaning. I said, bro, I don't even clean at home. These niggas want me to clean at the warehouse. Be for real.
So it's like that, but what got you into teaching? What interests you in that?
To be honest, I've been doing, like, since I was in, like, high school. I've always wanted to do something that has to do with helping people.
Okay.
At first, it wasn't teaching. I wanted to become a paramedic.
Paramedic, all right.
So it was, you know, it had to do with helping people too. But then I started falling into, like, you know, the teaching. Found that a bit easier, and I've got siblings also. And sometimes I tutor my siblings at home and stuff. Right. I started liking it, you know, tutoring my siblings. And then I'm like, you know what, why don't I turn this into a career, you know? And then I went, like, after high school, whatever, I got a like a scholarship, whatever, at uni. And I took it. I took my chance. So then I started studying, and I'm almost finished teaching now.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Right now, I'm doing prac at a school down at St. Susie, and it's been the best experience, honestly.
100%, but so I'm guessing you got a lot of patience in you, huh?
Yeah, I do. Like you're surprised every time people look at me. They're like, "Bro, how could you handle kids and stuff?" But kids, especially, like, I don't know, primary school kids, they're easy to deal with. I feel like they tend to listen. Like high school, I remember I was a bad kid. Like, you know, when teacher says shut up, you know, you want to be a smart ass, you want to, you know, think you're big and all that kind of stuff. But in primary school, you tell a kid to shut up or be quiet. It's a rap.
Be quiet. Yeah. No, shut up.
Not shut up, but be quiet. They'll be quiet.
Yeah.
Tell that to a high school student. Oh, and it's a problem, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it's easy, like, you know, to teach, I guess, primary school. I'll find that. I haven't done high school, so I can't really speak. But based on, you know, my observation on, you know, school teachers and stuff. But yeah.
Respect, bro. That's nice.
Yeah. Nice.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, I always tell you, the negative things about it. I always tell you something negative about school, or like, oh, don't teach. But yeah, I mean, don't worry, I'll support you.
Yeah,
my kids later.
I get a lot of people that say, like, what? Like, you just finished school, why are you going back to school and all that kind of stuff? And
Did you enjoy school, bro? Like,
to be honest, I didn't like the school that I went to. To be honest, now that I look back at it, it was actually like it was fun. I loved it. Like, it wasn't the learning that wasn't fun. It was like mainly like, you know, the boys and the hanging around and stuff like that.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Yeah.
What school did you go to?
I went to a few. So I went to Pender Hill.
Where is that?
Pender High School, next to like Tungabi and that.
Yeah. That's far from here, isn't it?
Blacktown Ways and stuff.
Yeah, and then I went to Jamison.
Yeah.
That's in Penrith.
Yeah.
And then I went to Loyola. That's in Mandurah.
Yeah.
Because I was just different areas moving, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just had to move around a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I hated it. I hated school, bro.
You're Manchurian. Like, is it bad as people say?
Again, but it comes back to perception.
Yeah.
You know, what is bad? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you consider bad?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess area structure-wise,
Yeah.
you know, it's filled with certain characters,
Yeah.
you know? Like, but you could see the same characters in the city,
Yep.
you know? It's just a matter of where it's at. And then just a stigma that they put in the area.
Yeah.
So it just has that narrative. So every time people hear Mandrew,
Yeah.
they think of what they heard on Channel 7 or something.
Yeah,
You,
that's
you
true.
get what I mean?
Yeah, that's facts.
But it's all right. It's bad and good
Yeah.
in every area, but you know?
that's true.
Yeah. Like, I remember in high school, like, I think in year 10, we kind of, like, did a study about it. And they kind of just showed us, like, the negative side about it. Like, how, you know, people do drugs and, like, you know, pretty much just you see, like, nothing. So pretty much they showed us very bad side about Manchurian, nothing positive. But, and then, like, after high school, you know, I started traveling a lot. So I went there a few times. I'm like, this is just same areas, Punchbowl, Bankstown, Liverpool.
Same
Yeah, it's
areas,
the same thing.
anywhere, but you know?
Yeah.
It's just that stigma.
Yeah.
The stigma that they program you with.
Yeah.
Or like they showed you the negatives only.
Yeah.
But then they don't show you that people from Mandurah are more likely to either fuck up themselves or like make something out of themselves.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
But I guess you could be that human in any other area.
Yeah.
You know? It's just but I grew up in that, you know, around drugs and I don't know, jail, people going to jail,
Yeah.
violence, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just a decision that you make. Either you could get involved in that or like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to focus on events and never touch drugs or all of that, you know?
Yeah.
But that area, everything is present,
Yeah.
you know?
Now, most of the videos that actually showed us during class, they kind of like around, you know, 1999, around there, 2000s, you know, that's everywhere like that.
Yeah, but everyone was bad, but you know what I mean?
At that time, everything was mess.
Everything was a mess, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, but it just perspective, but you know?
Yeah.
How you want to think about it. Go find out for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, have a look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of taking what Omar said and going with that, you know?
Yeah.
It's about going in and checking it out for yourself and confirming.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
But it's cool, but I like being from Mount Druitt, you know? Like I said, it's pretty motivating coming from that, and you know, you could either submit to the environment or become better out of it. You know?
Yeah.
It's all about the decisions.
It's nice to like to like where you come from, or to actually appreciate things around you, or like your past, because you know, appreciating those things kind of actually helps you to succeed. And in life, there's always two perspectives of things. You know, there's always two or more. You know, you can look at a good side, positive or negative. When it rains, you can look at a positive or negative. You know what I mean?
1,000%, but you know, but like it's about understanding. Like, let's say we come from Sudan, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, like most of us come from like messed up backgrounds. You know what I mean? Messed up, like, you know what I mean? Backgrounds, family wise, whatever. You know, I don't know what your stories are, but you know, I'm pretty sure everyone has their own story. You know, but again, you could either let that affect you, or use that whatever people call negative, and use that as fuel to become better. Or you could just repeat the same thing, but it just comes down to you.
That's
You get
true.
me?
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Mm.
That's facts.
That's what it is, bro. For sure.
I had a question that just flew out of my head.
Nah, I feel you, bro. I used to be one of those too when I was doing the podcast stuff.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool, bro. We're having a good flow of conversation, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly right.
Oh, so you had a podcast too, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was all right, bro, you know?
Yeah.
Exact same thing you guys are doing. Just having different conversations with different people. Listening to different people's stories, you know? And you just get to understand people's backgrounds. What makes people who they are, bro. Because I like watching podcasts myself. You know? Like, that's all I do. Podcasts and docos, you know? That. Because I'm just intrigued with learning, bro, you know? So just like, doing that was just, it was just learning from people while it's being recorded. You get me?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
You still do it or not really?
Put a pause on it, but I just more focus on events, you know?
Yeah.
Just events is where my energy is at. I might start doing it again soon.
Yeah.
Just put the camera on.
Yeah.
And just talk shit. You
Yeah.
know. But yeah, but
Like putting a camera on and like that's like usually like when we started we thought we just put a camera on and like that's it, everything goes through. But as we go on, like we have end up like put a camera on, recording is one thing, but then there's also more things to do too. But yeah.
Nah, it's not as easy. We thought at the start we'll just put a camera on and we'll talk our shit. Later on we found out like everyone coming to us with these ideas like, bruh, you guys should know what you guys are talking about. We tell them that this isn't like whatever we talk about, it's just based on our experiences. It doesn't have to be facts, you know? It's not like we get all these information from books and stuff and then we present it on a podcast.
Yeah, but people don't understand, like, even you guys doing this, certain people are scared to do it. Because they, I don't know, they're scared to be in front of the camera or like they're scared of how people are going to think they look. My hat is this way, 1, 2, 3, you know? And just the topics, you know? Because when I used to do my podcast, I was like spitting real topics, but it wasn't none of that sugarcoat stuff, you know? It was like topics that people aren't really
like speaking about,
scared to talk about, you know what I mean? And that was like the thing for it, because like I said, we're from Sudan again, so niggas are like too tough all the time, you know what I mean? And you get people like you who more open to talk about certain topics, you know? So it's just like that, but
yeah, that's true.
And then after a while, people that listen to that are more likely to come out of the like closet to say, you know what I mean? They share their story, like, oh shit, like I've been through that too. Oh, this is my story as well. You know? But then they have to see one person do it first and then they all
can do it.
But with all this experience, like, what is the like one thing like you actually you've learned from it and like you appreciate that you can learn there?
Experience in life.
Something that you actually like out of your experience, that your daily experience or like your life experience that you've learned. What is one thing that you say like like you're happy that you learned it about it?
It's that everyone has a story, bro. You know, you can't judge a person based off what you see. You know, like I guess when I was younger, but you walk past someone in the street, you're like, look at his like junk or whatever, you know. But then when you get older, you're like, oh shit, like, whoa, like this person's story is like, you know what I mean? What happened for him to end up like that? You know. So I guess just losing judgment of like. Of any situation, so like think before I make a final decision, you know. So now it's more like, okay, well, this person acts like this. What makes them act like that? You know, what made him end up like that? You know. So just understanding that everyone has a story, and whatever their story was or is built their character. So I'm kind of happy I learned that.
I respect that. I think everyone should have that, characteristic when it comes to everything in life in general. So many of us tend to judge people based on what we see. We don't seem to deep, like, that guy that's on the street, what led him to that, Could it be that he was drugged or whatever? Yeah, but could it be he was spiked, drugged, like whatever. Some certain event happened to him that he couldn't handle it mentally. You know what I mean? Right. Just understanding the core story, bro. Because we all got one. You feel me? Yeah,
like, bro. I've learned that like about I think 3-4 years ago after high school, and I've learned like because I always used to think that I'm good at judging people, and I've learned that even if like I was right, I'm not 100% right. I can never be 100% right. And it's always better to actually understand the person before making make a decision.
Yeah, bro.
So I guess in life, it's just before you act. What did they say? Before you act, focus, and before you focus, think. You know what I mean? So basically, that's just how life it is.
That's what life is, but everyone is on a journey, lad. You know? It's a matter of understanding what your journey is, what my journey is, you know? And how you could have a positive impact or leave a positive impact in that, like what you guys are doing, you know? One person is going to watch it and is going to get inspired, bro, you know, from your community. Be like, oh, if he done it, I'm going to do it, you know? Exactly. And then the information gets out there more, you know? And then people could start having conversations that weren't really being had.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it takes people like you guys
it takes courage, you know.
Takes big courage.
Yeah.
All it takes is just one person to do it for everyone else to follow, you know. A lot of people have been thinking about doing this whole podcasting thing, but they won't do it till they see someone doing it, you know.
Yeah, bro. It's the what do you call it? Herd mentality. Yeah. You know? They want to wait till someone do it, then they all follow.
They all follow, exactly right, yeah.
That just goes with anything, but you hear something, like you hear about Mandrew, automatically you lock in what you heard about Mandrew, even though someone never been there. Yeah. You know? Yeah. It's like that.
Yeah. Like, that's actually so true. Before we started this podcast, me and my high school friends were always, like, we're still close. We still chat. All of us are, we still, interact with one another. And, like, there's 3 of us, or 4, you can say, we always talk about, let's start a YouTube channel, let's start a podcast, or, like, let's start streaming. It's just an idea. We'll throw it. And keep talking about it, but we never go anywhere. So, like, I'm like, all right, this is not going to work out. So as soon as I message my brother here, you know what? I've been, chatting with my friends, but it doesn't go anywhere. What do you think? It's like, you know what? I've been seeing videos too, on social media, and I've been thinking about it. I'm like, all right, let's do it. It's just like a week later, we actually just came here and we started recording. That's really what it is. Yeah, and then the next, another episode later, and then one of my friends, he came over here, and he's kind of like now motivated, and he was telling me, oh, you know what? Let's start a reacting YouTube video. You know what I mean? And it's true. Sometimes people just need motivation. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but motivation, and you just pull the trigger on it and just start. Yeah. And then you never know where it's gonna go to. Yeah, 100%. You know. Yeah.
You must start off as something small at the start, but it eventually grows. You know, if you put in the work, that's all that matters.
Yeah, bro.
I don't think motivation always helps. Like, yes, motivation helps you to start, but to keep it going, you need dedication, Because sometimes motivation just goes down. And some of the challenges you just find on the way, like, oh man, I can't be bothered for this anymore. Yeah.
So it just comes back to your self-drive, bro, or whatever why did you started that thing, Yeah. So I'm guessing you guys want to inspire young Sudanese fellas,
No, not necessarily Sudanese, just
or anyone
in general, to be honest. But it would be good if we can inspire Sudanese people, because you don't see many Sudanese people talking on the camera and all that kind of stuff, or even sharing their stories. So it would be good if we can make them come out of their shell, like you were saying earlier. So it would be interesting, I guess. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it just one thing would just strike it, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Like for me, bro, like there's one of the older boys. One day he was just telling us a story. Yeah. Yeah. Just like, again, what made him how he was. Yeah. Because we consider him like a street dude. Yeah. Jail, this, that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then he gave us like a rundown. Yeah. Yeah. Of his upbringing, etc. Yeah. And then it's just like, oh shit. Yeah. Like, damn. Okay. Yeah. So now that you know that, it will let you open up more to people, because the impact that it will have, because that changed the way I thought, and the way I see people, I don't just see them because of how they're acting, like what's their background, shit like that.
I think also one of the most important things in life is like, actually sometimes when you meet someone that's older than you, respect them and hear their story. Yeah. Whatever they want to tell you, actually try to listen, because you can actually learn a lot from them. You can change your perspective, see things differently. But like now, people just say that like, oh, he's just old. You know what I mean? Or he's like, oh, he's not in the right mindset, so they just ignore, disregard people like that easily. Yeah. And
you always gotta be a student, bro. You don't know who you're gonna learn from. Yeah. That's how I try to operate. Like, you don't know who you're gonna learn from. So exactly. Always soak in information and then filter it. Instead of disagreeing with it at first, listen, observe it, be quiet, and just run through it in your head and take what works for you and check out what doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Me personally, like one thing I look forward for this podcast is that in Australia, I don't think so. There's like a big platform. Like usually in America, UK, there's like there's like big studios. Just other people come and talk about their experience and all that stuff. I personally don't see that in Australia here, and I feel like I want our podcast to be that voice, or even the minority people that, different culture, different background that come here, we want to give them a platform to speak, and like that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It would be nice, of course, also like Sudanese, to come, to bring Sudanese people together. Yeah. Like, are you in any Sudanese community?
When you say community, what do you mean?
Like, yeah, by community, like actually Sudanese community people come together.
Like involved in any organization?
Yeah.
Nah, not in terms of community, because I'm more like the youth side,
Yeah.
But not like, my thing is more like who I am, bro, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, how can I, if I have a conversation with you, right? Like, how am I gonna, I guess, learn from you and you learn from me, by the way I carry myself, But I'm not like one of those like go to like community meetings and like like I'm not involved in any of that. I'm more about how can I carry myself the best way, and then hopefully someone picks it up and filter through it, take whatever they want from it, use whatever they use and chuck away where they don't want to use, So now, bro, I'm not in any.
That's good, because I just asked you because like in Blacktown there's like few Sudanese communities out there. Yeah, but we used to be in one too, but now not so much in. We're not that involved in it anymore.
I was more like a street dude, bro. Hanging around with the boys and that. I wasn't with the older people or like with the uncles and all that. I was more like parties. Hanging around late at night type vibe, you know what I mean? It's just the switch that as I got older, it's just like you learn different things and you see different things and your mentality changes. You know?
Yeah, no, that's true.
So you start carrying yourself a certain way. Distance yourself from all the other things that aren't really working in anyone's favor.
Like usually if like, when you like start involving or chasing your dream, like sometimes like, like your friends, having friends, like, you just got to leave them or you just got to move and do your thing. Like, do you have friends, like, that now you just moved on, because, like, they weren't really up the same level as you? Or, like, they're not chasing their dream, I guess. They're just there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, what it is, but, like, how I gave you that example of my mate who does events as well? So what happens, as you're pursuing, like you said, whatever you want to do, or just self-development in general, you outgrow certain people, you don't even have to cut them off, bro. You just lose touch somehow because the mentality is not the same, Like, back then, I was around all the boys, but, like, certain things, because I never drank or, like, smoke or any of those things, even though those were happening all around me for years and that, like, I had enough self-discipline not to involve myself in that, But then as time go on, like certain people who were like me started falling victim to that. You know what I mean? And it's like, how people say, oh, you are who you hang around, whatever. It's true, but I feel like you are the decisions that you make. I could be around, I don't know, let's just say you guys were, I don't know, some gangbangers or whatever, but you can pressure me all you want, but what's my self-will like, Am I going to be a sheep and follow you guys? I'm going to be like, nah, bro, none of that,
that's not who I am.
So I made my decision not to get involved in any of that, and then eventually just like outgrow people to a point where you just find yourself in different environments, and then you lose touch with certain people, and it's just the way it is, bro. Just the way
it just happens, Yeah, that's true. Like, you don't even mean it. That's the thing. Sometimes you're trying to even like help them. Oh, you know what? Let's do this together. It just sometimes doesn't end up working out. And that's just how it is.
You can't really help. Like, people would take the help if they want it. Like that saying, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink, bro. You could, let's go do this. Let's get out of the area. Bro, don't drink, you know what I mean? Go boxing or something, Unless they make that decision, bro, you can't really, you can force them what you want. But it comes down to them clicking.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fact. Nah, I agree with you. That's like one of the guys that I work with at work, like because I work at a warehouse too. So the guys that I work with, he drinks a lot, and when I say he drinks, he over drinks. Like he will drink a whole case and stuff, and that's like what I don't know how many how many cans it is. I tried to speak to him about quitting. I said, bro, it's not worth it. You've got kids and all that kind of stuff. But he always comes to, like, whenever we have this conversation, he always gives me excuses and stuff because he hasn't made that decision. No matter what I tell him, it will go through one ear, come out of the other. Because, no matter how many times I speak to him, he knows it himself, but it's up to him to make that decision. Yeah, so what you said is actually very true, Until he makes that his own decision, he's never going to stop, Yeah, no matter how
people
much.
just don't go, like, they don't have purpose in life, or they don't see the point of it, so they just, like, live day by day, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a matter of trying to, because at the end of the day, bro, it comes down to yourself,
Yeah.
Like, how could you better yourself? And that requires you making the decisions for it. So if you're telling your mate, like, oh, bro, like this and that, you're looking at it from, like, because you got the picture in your head.
Yeah.
If he stops drinking, this is how it's gonna benefit him.
Yeah.
But he might not see it like that.
Yeah.
He could be drinking for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And unless he sees himself becoming a better than how he's drinking, he's not gonna make this choice to say, okay, well, I'm gonna stop drinking because it's gonna better me in this area.
Yeah.
Some people just have to hit the wall, bro, for them to wake up or go down a deeper rabbit hole. I don't know.
That's true, man. One thing about events, so you do events, yeah. A person like me that doesn't like, of course, like those events, parties and all that stuff kind of involves drinking, dancing. Those things don't appeal to me. But like, if I were to go, what other good things you can say I can benefit from going to those parties? What do you think?
Networking, like you said before, you want to meet different people who work in the radio. You know what I mean? Just being around that environment, you meet characters from different fields. Like me being around certain venues, I might meet someone that promotes for a certain promoter that I like what they do. So, okay, well, here's my Instagram, here's this is what I do. And one thing leads to another. Being in that environment, So I don't drink or smoke, but I'm around that all the time, But it's, what am I doing? I'm learning, He does this, I do this. How can we learn from different things? Because I'm always needing something, so it's like, where can I go get it? Where can I go learn from? So but you could be around anywhere you want, you know what I mean? But you don't have to get involved in what they're doing. So I'm guessing networking for you would be the thing.
I do want to expand my networking, so that actually sounds pretty good. I might start actually, going to those parties, I guess.
But just like find out who runs what, find out where they do it at, and just message them. That's what I do. But if I want some help, I just message them, Like, how do I do this? How did you do this? Ask for advice always, but that's what I do. You know what I mean?
Nah, you know what? If there's one next time, hit me up. I'll pull up.
I will for sure, but just keep an eye on my stories, but I'm all over the place.
All right, cool, nice.
You know what I mean?
Anyway, last thing. If later in life, what do you want people to think of you?
Or remember you as,
I don't know, but because people could think whatever.
Like what type of, what legacy you want to leave behind, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I just want to be like, okay, well, this guy gave it a crack, Like, he came from this and he tried. He tried to break that thing, them patterns, where we come from, that programming. He tried to break that. He tried. He tried. He gave it a go. I guess, But in terms of what people think about, they can think whatever. They can think, again, perspective. People interpret however they want. But as long as I present myself as a character that gives it a go, that's honest with people, doesn't matter how harsh it is, then people are going to be like, okay, well, this guy was alright, you know.
Yeah. 100%.
That's nice, man.
Nah, I respect that, bro.
Well, this is the end of the podcast. We appreciate you coming.
For sure, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, it was a vibes, you know.
Yeah.
Learned a lot from this podcast, you know.
Yeah, bro.
That's what we want, you know. Like the podcast is not just about, you know, what's good. Not about just here talking shit. Sometimes you know you want to hear from other people, you know, what they do, how they do their things, and how they run their, you know, the show.
Yeah, that's what it's about. By just learning any little information.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's one sentence, one word, you know.
Yeah. Now we appreciate you for coming, you know.
For sure, boys. Thanks for having me.
Nah, no worries.
Skirt.
That concludes our episode.
Like, subscribe, and that's it.